Okay, class, we're going to cover Lesson 8 this week because it is Lesson 8, and it's the end of a set of 4. We're doing a test on Friday on Lessons 5, 6, 7, and 8. I know we've been using Quizlet a lot for the live version. My suggestion to you now is that you actually try on your own the Learn version because it actually helps you and keeps track of your points and it gives you a variety of questions and tells you when you've mastered words with that idea of helping you. You'll notice as we scroll down that I practiced it and that you will see some scores of mine on the side. Okay, so the first word we have is Aborigine. An Aborigine is an original inhabitant, especially one displaced by later settlers. The adjective form is aboriginal. In America, the Aborigines would actually have been considered the Native Americans. In Australia, they're actually considered Aborigines. There are books written about the Aborigines, but they're the original inhabitants of the island of Australia. The same thing here with the Native Americans. Number 2, abrogate is a verb, to put an end to abolish or repeal. So that's the idea that you're getting rid of it. You're repealing the law if it was something bad to get rid of it, or you're putting an end to it and making sure it doesn't happen again. The next one, appurtenance, is a noun. It's an adjective. It's an item of equipment or an accessory. So it's that idea of it's something extra that you have. So your appurtenances for my class would include your computer, a pencil, a pen, paper, those types of things. Those are your appurtenances. At home, when you're getting ready in the morning for school, your appurtenances include a toothbrush and a brush and those types of things. The next one, cetacean, is a noun. It's a member of the order of marine mammals that include whales, dolphins, and porpoises. So marine mammals, marine meaning from the water, but they're specifically the mammals. So they're air breathing and live breeding from the ocean. Okay, decry is a verb, to criticize strongly or to denounce. This is very similar in essence to abrogate, abrogate meaning to get rid of, but at the same time a lot of people abrogate things when they're decrying it, so when they're strongly criticizing it or they're denouncing it and saying they want to get rid of it. Destitute is a noun, a state of disuse or inactivity. This is the idea that you stopped using something and you stopped playing with something or stopped completing activities with it because it's in a state of disuse. So it either no longer works or you're no longer interested. The next one, misapprehend, is verb and a noun version. The verb is to fail to understand correctly, and the noun is just the other state of the word with misapprehension. To fail to understand correctly is that idea is that so the subject is so difficult so you're not grasping the concept, or a definition is difficult so you're not understanding it. So keeping that in mind, it makes it that idea of that apprehension that comes with it. Parochial is an adjective. It's limited or narrow in scope or outlook. It is also of or related to a church parish. So a lot of times you'll hear it with the idea of a parochial school. A lot of times these are considered the Catholic schools because they are attached to a church. Our school is not necessarily a parochial school because yes, we are a Christian church, and we are attached to a church, but not everything we do in our school is related to the church. We don't have it in every single class aspect with it like you do in the Catholic churches. The next word we have is replete. It's an adjective, well supplied and full. So when someone just goes grocery shopping, their refrigerator is replete. It's well supplied, it's full. Their pantry is replete. At the beginning of the school year, your school supplies, because you've just purchased them, are replete. They're well supplied. The next one, to waive. This is not when you raise your hand and you wave at somebody. This is the idea of giving up as a right or foregoing something. So you're waiving your right. You're getting a waiver for it. So a lot of times this happens when you raise your hand in court and you say that you swear on the Bible to. Okay, clarification with waive. It's the idea of like you waive your right to representation. You waive your right to a lawyer when you're arrested, so you give up that right or you forego it. Okay, because I had used learn as an option here, my words aren't in alphabetical order, so there were 5 here that I hadn't gone over yet in the learn process, so they're listed here at the bottom of the slide. The first one, bivouac, is a temporary camp or shelter, or the verb form is to stay in such a camp. So if you go camping in the woods, like for scouts, you put up a temporary camp or shelter so for you to stay in, but the act of camping out there, or the act of staying in the camp, is also a bivouac. So you bivouacked in a bivouac. That is grammatically correct. I know it seems repetitive, but it does work. Leviathan is anything that is of enormous size. So it's not like a little fish in the ocean. It would be the whale. It's not like it would be a house, but it would be like the Sears Tower. So it's that enormity. It's not like it's Rhode Island, but it's Texas. So keeping that idea of the size in. Mawkish fits in with the realm of when we talked about brackish earlier. Brackish meaning something that is excessively salty and unsavory in taste. Mawkish is the idea of it's sickly sweet in taste. So salty is the brackish, mawkish is the sweet. So it's unpleasant because it's too sweet. Purvey is a verb, to be in the business of supplying goods, especially food or provisions for use. So purvey is the idea that you go to a place that has the option of getting the supplies, getting the goods. A purveyor is the person who supplies them to you, but also going back to our previous vocab word of replete, replete means that you're well supplied and full. If you get your supplies from a purveyor or from a business that is in the business of supplying those goods, then your pantry is replete. So both of them go hand in hand. Recourse is a noun. It's a turning to someone or something for aid, or it's a source of help or support. So that idea of going to something for help to get help in the sense of support. Okay, have a good week. See you later.